Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video I'm going to do a haul, and I've held off quite a while now because I bought a couple of items in the at the end of March, beginning of April, but I didn't have enough because it was really like 2 items, so I kept them to the side to when I would do a haul whenever I bought more. And then I bought some more stuff, and then Colourpop had their international shipping, free international shipping when you bought more than $30 worth, which is not a difficult thing to do at all. So I, of course, placed an order. So this is a bit of everything, mostly drugstore, but I do have a couple of high-end items, and I'm just going to start off with them because that's where it is the least of. There was a sale where I usually buy high-end makeup, which is called Kicks. And for the members, they had, I think it was 25% off of Lancome foundation. So I bought the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear. That was really poorly executed. Jesus. I can't speak French, so that was not at all probably how you say it. But it's the Teint Idole Ultra Wear in the shade 005, which is Beige Ivory. And this was the lightest shade that they have for sale, I believe, in Norway. I know this comes in like 40 different shades, which is amazing. But this was the lightest one they had in Norway. I did buy it because I've heard so many good things about it, and it looks beautiful. It has this adorable little pump, and it comes out. It looks pretty good on me. And it has a very nice natural undertone. Now I vary very much between a yellow undertone and a more of a pink one. If I wear very pink toned foundations, I look very yellow, and if I wear very yellow toned foundations, my neck and rest of my body looks very pink. I do like this a lot, but I do find that it does oxidize a bit, so it does end up pretty dark on me anyway. But I do love the formula. It's got very good coverage, and it does set down to a very sort of semi-matte but natural kind of finish. I haven't used it too much. You can see now that it has oxidized quite a bit. But I do like it on my face, and I am very excited to use this because I do love how it looks. And they also had that thing where if you buy for a certain amount of money, you get sort of like a gift with purchase. And from Lancome I got the Hypnose Doll Eyes Mascara sample. I haven't opened any of these other than the lip gloss. And this is the Gloss in Love in the shade 144, which is really nice and sort of bright orange. And then it was a miniature by Face makeup remover, and I love these miniature makeup removers because they're great when you're travelling, so I'm definitely going to be trying out that one. I also did buy a loose powder. I recently ran out of my old Kicks one. You probably saw it in my last product empties, or maybe the one before that. I think I might have put it in both. But I ran out of powder, and I missed the ability to bake under my eyes because I loved how that looks. On my eyes particularly, I feel like it just brightens and it sets the concealer, and I have lines underneath my eyes. You've probably seen them. And concealer tends to crease on me very easily, so I'm not really too worried about it. But baking with this one does set it in, and it looks flawless. It's pretty cheap for a high-end, because this is the Kicks own brand. It's like the Sephora brand at Sephora. But it's the Kicks own brand of translucent loose powder. I've had this flashes back, but I have not tried taking flash photography with this. I do want to try and to see, but I do like this under my eyes a lot. I want to save all the Colourpop stuff for last, so I'm going to do all of the other drugstore items. I suppose I could start with all the boring items. I bought some more cotton rounds because I always run out. They literally go by so quickly, and I've been loving these bigger ones that are like the size of half of my face. To take off any sort of base and face makeup with using my micellar water. So I love these a lot. And then I just bought 2 rounds of the smaller ones because they go by so quickly I don't even know where they end up. Another non-makeup related item, this is shampoo. I always seem to run through like 3 bottles. I always seem to go through like 3 bottles of shampoo per 1 bottle of conditioner. So I bought one of the Sunsilk Minerals Superfruit Boost shampoo for normal hair. I was considering between, it was like 4 different ones, but I decided to go with this one because I really like the Sunsilk mineral ones. I also bought a pack of makeup wipes. I've been trying out different kinds of makeup wipes and I wanted to try the Formula 1006 Wipe Your Face Off. And these are really good. They smell so nice. They smell like apples, like green crisp sort of sour apples. They are amazing, so I love these a lot. I have used these to take my makeup off a couple of times and I'm in love with this. These are almost my new favourites. They almost beat my Simple Micellar one, but not quite. So I will definitely be repurchasing this one when I run out, and I have almost the entire pack left, so that's going to be a while, but I love them already. I then have 3 makeup items here. The first one is from Maybelline. It's another one of the Fit Me Concealers in the shade Fair. I have gone through like 3 or 4 of these. It's my favourite drugstore concealer and I love it, so I always buy one when I'm running low, and I pretty much have scraped the sides through of my old one. So it was time to get a new one. I like the new updated packaging with the writing here because I haven't actually had one with this kind of packaging before. But I hope they haven't changed the formula because I love this concealer a lot. I also bought the NYX First Base primer spray. I have tried this I think twice and so far it's okay. I'm not too sure that it actually does anything, but I don't hate it. It doesn't make anything weird or anything on my face. It just feels a bit like spraying on water. I'm going to test it more to see if it actually does anything, and I also kind of want to try this as a setting spray over the top just to see if that does anything, because I do love the NYX setting sprays and I'm excited to see if this does anything when I'm trying it even more. Next up is an item from Sleek. I'm just going to get it out of the packaging here, and this is the face contour kit in the shade Light. This was on sale and I've been wanting this one since like 2012, so I couldn't pass it up. I have not actually used this on my face yet, but gosh, I have got swatches of everything everywhere. They do look absolutely stunning. The contour colour isn't too dark, so it's not super dark, but it's not very warm or cool. It's sort of in between. And the highlighter looks gorgeous, sort of like a light golden champagne. They feel really nice and not too scratchy, but they're not so soft that they kick up like a bunch of powder at once. So I'm excited to try this, and if you have tried it, please let me know what you think of them, because I've heard a lot of good things about these and I'm excited to try it. Then for the fun exciting bit, I ordered my first ever Colourpop order, which was the Kathleen Lights Wear the Lightest quad of eyeshadows earlier this year, and I've been in love. I've hit pan on I think 3 of the shades already, and I wanted to order new stuff because I want to try everything, but I don't have any money and shipping is kind of expensive. It's 10 bucks, which isn't the worst, but if I shop for more than 350 and okay, I think it's about $40 US. I do have to pay a customs fee, which is pretty much the exact same as the price of the package, so I paid less than $40 US for this, but I did end up having to pay the customs fee, which sucks, but it's all worth it in my opinion. I've tried a couple of these items. I'm wearing one of the lip colours right now, so I'm going to start with this one. This is the Ultra Satin Lip in Alyssa, and a lot of these are Kathleen Lights, I can't speak, Kathleen Lights Colourpop collaboration products, just because I love Kathleen, I love her YouTube channel, and they look like shades and stuff that I like a lot. That is how it looks, and I love this. I have been up since like 7 o'clock this morning, and I put this on at 7:30. It's now 1:30-ish. I've only replied after eating once, and it looks beautiful. They aren't very drying. Now, I haven't tried the Ultra Matte Lip, but I do really like the formula of this. They kind of remind me of the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams, but I do feel like these ones drying down a bit more matte. But I do love the colour and I'm super excited to wear it more. I also bought the Aquarius lip set, which contains the Ultra Matte Lip in Aquarius 2, the Ultra Satin Lip in Aquarius, and the Ultra Glossy Lip. I can't speak today, I'm so sorry. And this is how the Ultra Matte Lip wears. I've tried both the satin and the glossy one, but I haven't actually worn this one yet. I did swatch all of them yesterday when the package arrived because I was so excited. And they look beautiful. Now, both Alyssa and the Aquarius ones, they are nude colours, but as you can see, the Aquarius colours are a bit more brown. But I'm so excited to use this one because I haven't actually tried this one, but the colour is amazing. I'm super excited. That was the matte one. Everything's falling apart here. Then I have the satin lip, which they all look pretty much identical. But this has the same consistency as the one I'm wearing right now. But this is obviously a bit more brown toned. It's the one underneath there. And this one wore beautifully. I wore it yesterday and I don't find these drying at all, and my lips have been really dry recently, but I did not find this formula at all drying. It applies, as I said, like the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams, which are my favourite liquid lipsticks, but they feel super nice on the lips. They aren't dry by any means, and I do get a bit of transfer when I'm drinking or eating and anything, so I do get a bit of transfer when I'm eating and drinking, but not too much, and I just really like this formula a lot. The last one is the Ultra Glossy Lip, which again looks the exact same, and this is beautiful. I put this on yesterday and it feels really nice. I'm quite a big fan of sort of a bit thicker formula, like the NYX Butter Glosses that are nice and sort of rich and creamy, very pigmented, but that doesn't feel sticky, because I've got a lot of lines in my lips, which is why I love wearing lip gloss and creamy kind of products, because I feel like matte lip colours make my lips look a lot drier than they are because I have so many lines. But this does a really good job at just glossing over those, and it makes my lips look adorable. It makes my lips look good basically, and I do love the colour. It's really pretty, so I'm definitely excited to use this one. I'm not a super big lip gloss fan, but the ones I have I love. I also bought the Aquarius lip pencil because I needed to have everything. The only thing I'm missing is the lippy sticks, and I want to try that one out too. I'd swatch everything here. So that's the lip pencil right there, and it looks beautiful. I'm super excited to try it. I also did buy the Mr. Bing liner, and this is a beautiful colour. Ever since I saw Kathleen Lights announcing this one, I was like, I want that. I need that in my life, because I do love warm brown tones around my eyes and on my eyes, and this is just beautiful. I'm definitely going to be buying a backup of this, probably even before I run out, and I really want this in the sort of gel kind of formula, not the pencil one, but in the sort of pot, because this colour is beautiful. I have not yet worn this on my eyes, but I'm really excited to, because the colour looks beautiful. Then I have two brushes, because they recently did launch brushes. I have the, I believe this is the shader brush, and I also have the blending brush. These were sort of like free gifts with purchase if you bought 2 Super Shock shadows. And I placed an order the same day as my mum and sister did, and my sister bought 2 Super Shock shadows, so I did end up getting the brush from her since she also bought the brush set. So I have both of the brushes, and they feel really nice and soft. The shading brush feels kind of nice and firm, so I think this is going to be really good for packing on shadow. And the blending brush is really nice and soft, it's nice and fluffy, and it's not too big, so I'm super excited to try these out because they feel really nice, and I also love the colour. I can't get over this rose gold, it's beautiful. And lastly, I have 2 Super Shock shadows here. I have the shade White Rabbit and Melrose, and as I said, I'm a big fan of warm sort of coppery tones on my eyes, so don't be surprised because it looks like this. It's the most beautiful colour I think I've ever seen. It's really pretty, it's got a nice sort of orange metallic shift to it, and it's just beautiful. It's sort of like a reddish orange, and it just looks beautiful, and I'm in love with it already. I haven't worn this on my eyes yet, but like, I can't wait. I was literally staring at the swatch I did yesterday, like, ooh, I want that, because it's beautiful. And then the other shade here is Melrose, which looks pretty dark, but when you swatch it, it's really nice. Sort of like a really warm mid-tone brown, which doesn't make any sense. But it's really nice in a reddish brown. It's beautiful, and again, I'm so excited to use this because I love these shadows, and these kinds of colours are my favourite colours to wear. So I am so excited to wear this, and I can't wait. And as I said, I will definitely be ordering more from Colourpop, and if you have any recommendations of items that you love that you think I might like, any colour recommendations and anything like that, please let me know, because I'm dying. It's like they have a free international shipping again today. I think they launched it or yesterday, and I was like, no, I don't have any money. I used it all up on this and I kind of really want more. So if there's anything that you recommend from Colourpop or from anything else, let me know, because I will do my best to try and check it out, because I really want more stuff. I have a lot of makeup, I know that, but like, you can never have enough. I mean, they're not that similar. Like all of these shades, they're not the same colours, even though 3 of them have the exact same names. But you can definitely see the difference. I can, and that's the makeup hoarder in me talking. But like, I can't get enough of these shades. I need more of them in my life. So if you have any recommendations, as I said, please leave them in the comments below. And I will see you again very, very soon with a new video. Bye!